TorahCafe.com.
Okay, soup.
This goes on the fire, on the stove?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love stovetop.
Okay.
Love. I covered.
Cover with little holes.
Cover. Zebu. Okay, my pots. That's part of what you have to learn. Big, a pot with a big tushy, big, wide, broad. Okay, that's what we need. Ah. A small, the narrow pot, the narrow tall pot is a complete nuisance down the line. It was created so that you can skim the broth, so you don't have too much work. You're only skimming this surface instead of this surface. Is it such a huge benefit when you think that if you had a bigger one, maybe it'll take 5 more seconds to skim a congealed fat off the top, but it can do everything else. And then you do all your stovetop cooking, you see what's going on, you have control.
There's no fire.
Huh?
No fire.
1 second. Oh. Okay. Now we're gonna make that soup. So far I'm making my point, right? Quick and delicious. Is there somebody here? Yes. So, doesn't matter. Read it. Let's throw this out. Okay. In the room where you take the chairs, you're going to find one of these. Please bring it. This is empty. These cartridges are empty. You know what they are.
Yeah.
Let's start with this one and then
So you don't need a liquid?
oil in soup. I say it, but it always bears repeating. In an effort to make your soup leaner, don't forego the oil because you'll end up with a gallon of very boring, uninteresting soup. And what does it mean? You won't have it too often. Soup being part of the mandate for feeding yourself well, we want it to be good. The same goes for salad. Those 0 calorie that everybody tells themselves delicious so that they can just, do the self-suggestion diet. Put a little. It just, the rewards are so great. So this I put per recipe. The recipe gives me a gallon. This is 2 recipes. It gives me, okay. I'll do it. Just look at me so that you will know. This little dent, it faces this.
Great.
Then,
Block it.
lock it, and then,
Block it.
beautiful. Where did I stop?
Oil.
Please put it in. It's a very silly thing to forego. You understand? Because it guarantees so much good emulsion. Leeks. Let me ask you, what do you think is going to be bad? Don't even wash them before you slice them because they are very, very dirty little veggie. They're roots. So look how much. This is double. So I had 4 large leeks, 8 large leeks. See if, rinse this real good for me because it had meat and this has fish. Today I'm making this soup with mock crab, just to get you to see one of the uses you can do with crab. It's delicious. So here, and we're gonna stir this a little. And while this goes, let's see what else goes in the soup. Celery, I instruct you to peel it, just as you would. You have time for this, so leave it here.
Okay.
Very good. Forward celery, I have it. Okay, you know my capital crime is, look, Rachel.
Yeah.
Capital crime is to use garlic powder, so don't go there. If you do, just don't say it's Levana's recipe. Even if it's 1,000 miles away from me, I still feel my spirit is hovering on those recipes. If you do it the way I told you, they will be good. What's the problem with using real garlic? We'll go through this routine. Look at a nice way to peel peppers. Think closest to you. What will happen? Just like the sushi guys, right? They do it like this. And they see the knife is going closest. Why? Because it leaves all the things that you don't want. Look. That's it. Destroy this pepper. You have the fibers and you have the seeds and you have everything. Needless to say, wash it first. Right? So, look. We're going to mince this. And the dill. Do you think something will be bad with all this? Wonderful. Give her this. This I have a little too much. You don't need that. How much garlic did I tell you? 12. Okay, let's agree on something. Let's just talk, everybody has their little weakness somewhere. Some people, they just swore off garlic. I don't know why. It's their privilege. Then don't put it. But don't replace it with garlic powder. Because your beautiful preparation, it will be all over. Look. I like to say that the only thing you should be looking a replacement for, things that are very expensive, hard to find, out of season. Certainly garlic doesn't fall in any of those categories. It's very cheap, it's all over the place, and it's good for you, and fresh garlic is absolutely nothing like it. Nothing like it. You're only fooling yourself when you're foregoing something very good. And so good. Mince, balls. Are you disappointed that I don't teach you how to go? I know how to do that. But here, you are not destined to be chef. Let me know when you become chef. I'll be surprised. Let the water run very, very hot. Look at the beautiful job it is. In seconds. Let the water run very hot and fill it up like 2-3 times one of these bowls. Beautiful. Yeah, when it's good and hot, you're going to fill up like 4 times this, maybe 3 times to start with. Look how beautiful. You see, it didn't get watery, not a drop of water. Why? Because you stop. You don't just go and then say, oh, I don't know what happened, it gets very watery. What were you doing? You cannot get watery if you watch it. Yeah. You are it. You are the chef. Of course you have a tool, but you're guiding the tool. Okay, beautiful. And let it just get a little more reduced. Yeah? And I want to show you something.
Pardon?
That's it. That's it. I'm just giving you the heads up. How did we get the kernel? Yeah. See this right here. Look. Can you see me? Let's do this. Here. Tell her to peel another 2-3 onions from it. Do you see it? Let me do this so you can see. Okay. Look. Simple as that. Don't think this soup will be as good with frozen corn or with canned corn. That's God forbid. Don't go there. That's out of the question. See?
That's how I do it too.
How hard was it? I also use it raw in salad when it's so good and sweet. It's on its way out. What?
There was a hilarious thing in Gourmet Magazine this week in the cooking school section, how to cut corn off of a cob. I'm telling you, this was going backwards. They take a bunch pan and they stick the corn in the hole of the bun pan, so that when you cut it, it doesn't scatter. And I'm like looking at this and going, you take a knife and you put it on the cutting board. They went, what Levana just did. It was like hilarious.
Nothing with nothing. Gunish mit gunish. What else goes in? Turmeric, saffron, yes. Our turmeric, saffron, bay leaf. There are some things that we could do without now. And they are this jam, this oil, now, this agave. Agave, by the way, I got sidetracked there, is the, what's it, cassava root? The cactus root, of course, and it's wonderful. And I know it's still in the controversial phase and all that, but of all those sweeteners that you can choose, this is pretty good. Also has a low GI number. Ok, córtame esto a 4. Una o dos más. Ok, bien.
Potatoes.
1 second. So let me put my spices while it goes. Turmeric. While it's with you. What? Oh. Nothing will happen. No, nutmeg goes all the way at the end. Now, I instruct you to put the cobs in the soup because they give a dynamite taste. And we'll retrieve them, of course, later. So let me tell you what the plan is with the soup. You will partly cream it, just a third of the way, just so it gets semi-chunky, semi-creamy. Half and half, yes. What else goes in?
Wine.
No, that's the only, those are the only spices? Bay leaf I put in. Turmeric I put in. No salt, because we're going to put miso. Miso goes all the way at the end. What is miso? It's a fermented bean paste. Any grain. They take the grain and they ferment it, and it's a wonderful food. And it gives a lot of taste, and because it's salty, cayenne pepper goes also all the way at the end. Here's my wine. 2 cups, I tell you, yeah. Okay, this feeds 30 people. Come on, guys. You can drink a bottle of wine if you're a whole bunch of you. Water. So this is it. You'll have about 2 tablespoons per serving. You know what I mean? Oh, 1 more, maybe 2 more. You understand? You have to see for how many. You have to understand for how many. Okay, what else goes in for now? Rattle off.
The corn, the potatoes.
Potatoes. Gotta put more water. Water.
Wonderful.
And then
One more?
Yes, one more?
Yeah. 1 more. And then all the way at the end, we cream it. We put in the flake crab or your cubes. You can also make it with chicken. Very small. The cubes will cook on contact. In my cookbook, the Whole Foods Kosher Kitchen, you have a lot of chowder variations. Chowder, the word chowder signals the presence usually of potatoes, a cream of some sort. That's enough. Okay? And that's all. Just those that have to be there. So they're here. And then you have variation. You have tomatoes, or you have just one thing. Don't put all your variation at once. I'm very big on that in my book. Short and sweet selection, short and sweet selection. That is the most important. I want this pot to go on a higher flame, so we'll go faster. Here. See, this is the whole soup. Would you agree with me that it was as simple as I promised? Yes. And then some. We're going to take out that pot. Take this crab and flake it. Just start flaking it. Don't put it in just yet, just start flaking it, like in a bowl or something. Wait. Take the knife. Look, they will give such a good flavor, only because I'm in a rush. Yours, you can leave another 10 minutes. No simmering, medium races, not a tiny flame because it will take 12 hours. the cobs give such good flavor. Alright? Okay, what else? I think there's another guy working there. Miso, milk. Okay, done deal. Look, just one more thing. I want to, is this plug? Oh, plug it. I want to cream on the cartwheel, like a third. Just so it gets chunky. That's all, oh, you can take a picture of this. No, I don't want to smooth it. I just want to leave it a little chunky, but I want the liquid to get a little creamy. So I cream it partly, about a third of it. That's enough. This little gizmo allows you to go right in your container. It's fabulous.
These are your two choices.
No, neither. I have rice milk. We're putting in our miso. This soup is Did you ever eat it?
No, but I was gonna sing as I'm buying books.
We're in the room.
I just told her about Nicole Cobb.
That was a funny story.
Very funny.
Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper, I didn't have, so I'm going to do liquid. Nutmeg. Nutmeg, I think you went back to the kitchen. That's the thing. This is what I'm most afraid of, that you will not take the trouble. That is what is the most scary. Read it. Miso. Yes. 1 cup of miso per recipe. And no salt. What is that? Very little. I just want to dissolve it. Feel it. Okay. Iris, I'm going to ask you for help.
I don't hear you a lot.
We're going to serve this soup. Okay. Gorgeous, beautiful. Tamar, what am I giving you? Mira, Yolanda, tomato recipe. Salmon or crab or any good or nothing. Plenty of flavor. Oh, save just a drop, just save what you're doing. Iris, you know you can put it in hot cups better. It will go much faster. And also you won't need bacon. Tamar, I'm giving you the, look how beautiful. No, I have hot cups.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, give me the bowl. Give me this, and then I have chives. Garnish, give me that. Make sure it's
You ready?
here, here's for garnish. No. First purified of the winter, and that's why the fish is the very last thing. I don't want it to be puree, it's a garnish.